Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy AK12 here, coming to you guys with another gameplay commentary for you guys. You guys seem to really enjoy my commentaries that I recently brought back. I haven't actually done like a real commentary topic in a long time, and you guys really enjoyed the commentary about fake friends, so I figured why not do another one. But this time we're going to bring back something that I haven't done since Call of Duty Goes, and that is the rant style of my commentary. I'm going to be ranting, guys, so if you don't want to watch it, I suggest you back out right now because it's about to get real. First things first, the topic at hand is the whole pay-to-win situation. My opinions on it and what I think they should do to change it. Now, pay-to-win, what does it mean? Basically, if you have a game where you're paying for certain guns that'll give you a better advantage over anything, it could be anything, it doesn't have to be guns. It's going to give you an advantage over everybody else, and it's going to create a paywall where you have to pay X amount of money to get this specific weapon. That way you can dominate everybody on the playing field. Well, here's my thoughts on that. It's a horrible thing and it should not exist. Now, does it exist in Call of Duty? Yes and no. The reason why I say yes is because you're offering game-changing content that is prevented by a paywall. Now, it's not necessarily a paywall, but the reason why I say it's a paywall is because I'm saying that people are literally busting tons of money on this thing. Like, I've seen Noah J, he threw about $800 just to get all the weapons. Now, I believe it took him about $200 before he got his first weapon. Other people like Agony, FaZe Agony, he dumped about $300 on all the to get all the weapons, and I don't even think he got all of them, by the way. You know, tons of YouTubers who obviously they have the money to throw out there and try and get these weapons for their subscribers and content. But the reason why is what annoys me about this is because you have to spend this much money to get a certain weapon just because, you know, the crypto keys aren't doing their job like they're supposed to. Now, I actually went back and watched the Drifter video where he did an in-depth talking about the rare supply drops, the chances of getting certain stuff, and I was absolutely disgusted. Literally disgusted. There is no freaking reason why you should be getting comments from a rare supply drop. You know, honestly, it should not be in that period. You should get nothing but rares, legendaries, and epics. It's a rare supply drop. 30 crypto keys is not that easy to get, ladies and gentlemen. That takes quite a few games of domination. Roughly, put it in perspective like this. It takes roughly 6 domination games, around 6, assuming you win all 6 of those games, because if you lose, you get less crypto keys. If you win all 6 of those domination games, then you're going to get roughly 30 crypto keys, and 30 crypto keys is enough to get 1 common supply drop. Now, a lot of people say, oh, why don't you choose the common supply drops instead? Basically, there's no point in that because you're going to get nothing but commons. You're forced to using the rare supply drops. And then if you're really, really desperate, let's say you're a subscriber, you know, Chuck, for example, I feel sorry for him because he has to constantly throw tons of money just to get the weapons and make content for his subscribers. I don't want to be stuck in that loop, you know. I can't stand it when they create these games, especially with supply drops. They did it in previous CODs. I didn't like it at all. Now here we are stuck again with the stupid supply drop system. And now, from what I'm seeing, from what I read and from what I've seen of different videos, Vandahar completely dislikes it, and honestly, I believe everything that they've said about Vandahar not liking supply drop system, because you notice he never talks about it on Twitter a lot. He doesn't say anything about it. You know, the Reddit post said that they didn't want it in a game. It's Activision that's completely babying us and throwing this stuff in our face, forcing us to pay for these supply drops to try and get these new weapons. It demeans the purpose of the season pass in Call of Duty. Now, previous games, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was the very first game that we saw DLC for guns, and I believe it was the Peacekeeper or Peacemaker, whatever you want to call it. That stupid gun was in Call of Duty. It was introduced, the first gun that we ever saw in a DLC, and now here it is. We have guns coming out in DLC. They were originally part of the season pass, mind you. Previous games, they always came in the season pass, and it actually made the season pass worth something, because not only were you getting the 4 maps and a zombie map, depending on which Call of Duty you're playing, you know, I believe Extinction was in Ghost, but depending on which map you're playing, you're getting a gun regardless. You know, you didn't have to worry about all this stupid thing. Even if you didn't buy the season pass, if you bought the DLC for that specific release date, you were going to get a gun. Now here it is. People are paying the same amount of money. Mind you, same amount of money, $50 for a season pass that comes with 4 DLCs, a $60 value, and now, for some reason, they're taking the guns out of the DLC and forcing you to spend hundreds of dollars just to get a single weapon. One weapon. Literally one weapon. People have to spend $200. In perspective, I actually watched Drifter's video again. He said, in perspective, you're going to have to spend roughly $81 to get 1 DLC weapon. That's literally worth more than the entire base game itself. Think about that for a second. This is what pisses me off about the game, is that I should not have to spend more than the actual game to get one DLC weapon. There's no reason at all why I should have to spend that much money to get one DLC weapon. Please explain to me, Treyarch. Please explain. Actually, I should be talking to Activision, because this is Activision's turf who decided to do this stupid move in the first place. This is exactly why I didn't buy the Season Pass, because I knew that Treyarch was going to pull some BS like this in the game. I knew that they were going to try to do something like this. Not only were they forced to do it beyond their will, but it just disturbs me that, you know, they're charging the same amount of money for the Season Pass for all the DLCs, not including the guns, and then here it is, they're taking the guns out of the perspective in your Season Pass, and now they're putting it in these stupid supply drop system, which you're gonna have to spend more than $81, and you're lucky if you spend $81 just on the supply drops, by the way. If you get one weapon, you're super lucky. And by the way, this is the funniest part, right? So I honestly think they did this on purpose. This is just my opinion. You guys don't have to listen to me, but this is my opinion on how they do it. What they do is every single time the new weapons come out, I think that they increase the chances of you getting the older weapons and decrease the chances of you getting the newer weapons. Because let me tell you this, right? So when the new weapons came out, here's the dumbest part. Alright, so we have the new weapons that came out. I believe it was the I can't remember the names offhand, the MP40, whatever you want to call it, the HD40, same stupid name, doesn't matter. So you got these new weapons coming out, and here's what happened. I had 1,000 crypto keys, 1,000 crypto keys worth of supply drops. That's roughly, I'm trying to guess how many there. That's roughly like 30 or 50 supply drops, rare supply drops. I opened all of them. You want to know what happened? I got all, and I'm not all of them, except I got all of them except for the crossbow. All of the old DLC weapons from the last set of weapons that came out. All of them. The knives, the guns, except for the crossbow, everything. Even the older DLC ones, the very first set of knives that came out. I got all of those, but none of the new weapons. None of them at all. And it's the dumbest thing. Like, I know the weapons aren't that great. I understand that the HG40 has a super slow rate of fire, tons of recoil, slightly more damage than the Kuda. I know the stats of the weapon. I know how it performs. I know how the sniper performs. But, you know, in my case, going for clips, all that stuff, it's important for me to get these new weapons. Not drastically important, but it feels important to me, because I know you guys want to see fresh content, and I feel for you guys out there. But I'm mostly speaking for the people that have to sink tons of money into the supply drop system to try and get these new weapons for the subscribers. My man Chuck, I feel sorry for you, brother. That dude's been spending so much money on his supply drops just to entertain his subscribers, literally sinking all his money down the drain, asking people to, you know, use accounts. I believe Swifty helped him out because he didn't have one of the guns for a gameplay. But people that cover news on their channels, they're sinking all this money just to get one gun. That's probably, honestly, the gun's probably worth like maybe $5, and that's being modest. A gun should not be worth that much in a DLC. Honestly, the way I think they should do it, you should make a supply drop system where you're guaranteed a weapon. I don't want to have to constantly spend money. And mind you, I've never bought a supply drop. I refuse to buy supply drops. It's the most stupid system ever to exist in humanity, and I refuse to buy any of them. CSGO did it right. CSGO bases it on skins and stat track only. There is no advantage or disadvantage whatsoever to buying the cases in CSGO. And the reason why I think it's better, I've actually bought cases in CSGO and gotten guns out of them. The reason why it's better is because it's actually money value. If you get a gun in Call of Duty, there's no money value whatsoever. You get a gun with a really nice skin, let's say an AWP Dragon Lore, that's $1,500 to $2,000 in your pocket right there. If you don't want to keep the gun, I really think you should keep the gun because it's really awesome. But if you don't want to keep the gun, that's $1,500 in your pocket. Literally, that's $1,500 cold hard cash in your pocket. You don't have to worry about, you know, a gun that's worth nothing because you spent $400 on supply drops. I'm better off buying CSGO skins and selling them on the Steam market and buying more games. At least I'm getting something worth my money. Anyways, guys, that's about it for the rant today. Let me know what you guys think about this whole supply drop situation. I think it's stupid. It pisses me off. Honestly, it's really stupid in my opinion. I refuse to buy supply drops in Call of Duty, and I'm gonna be pissed off if I see it in the next game. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is your boy Like an AK, signing out. Peace.